That'll allow me to make two separate ones and get rid of just that black whatever that was going on for a long time since, you know, I decided that for some odd reason I needed to stare at a blank black screen. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, are you bringing the rods up to turn them in? Okay. What we need to do is start building storage containers, and that's plates and rods. And this is one of those things where kind of start getting a little bit of the bottlenecks slowing you down. Uh, okay. I'm gonna rob our production for just a second so I can get a storage container built. So I'm gonna put this over here for the plates, and that was done in a very bad spot, so that's not a problem. Just break out your handy dandy, fix it, break it in small pieces thing. Okay, the green line there says that they're lined up. So when, okay, conveyor belt's not fitting, so what we will do is we'll move it out just a little bit. Yep. So looking for that green line again just to get it lined up. Okay, there we go. Always, 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 as soon as you can, start building storages for things. Because once these fill up, if you don't have a storage, you're losing production time. Production time, when you start getting into the lot larger numbers, becomes very valuable. Sit there and do the whole jump from afar technique. Let's see. I am going to switch our rods over to plates for a second because we need plates a lot more than we need rods at the moment. So, and I'll drop those iron ingots I've been carrying for a while in there. That will speed the process up significantly as well. Mm -hmm. Yes, we do. I just went over and scouted a copper node. It's back behind the limestone. You see that rock? You're looking at the constructor and the miner. It would be on that cliff just above the miner and kind of slightly behind that rock. You'll have to go up and around to the left, but I mean, I hit V. It'll show you where it is, give you a little scanner. No, no, no. Yeah, we've got a ton of iron here. But if you hit V, it will show you where the... Yeah, it's not bad. It's just... I already went up there and killed the pig. Yeah, I'm just out here picking up leaves real quick so I can keep feeding it into the power systems here. Leaves have got to be the most inefficient way to do this. However, we just don't have the tech for the biofuel yet. Once we get that, that will speed this up significantly. Also, that's about the time you get a chainsaw. And chainsaws make everything go a lot faster. What do we got going on here? Okay. Acknowledge. Let's see. So now we've got everything but the plates, and we've got two constructors building plates. So we will have those plates fairly short amount of time. Worst case scenario, believe we have an extra auto miner laying around. I can go over and start turning some ore into ingots and do it that way. However, my time is best spent at the moment making sure that we have leaves fueling the systems here. So, and that'll give us the plates we need to advance a tier. Go do that real quick. First few tiers go fairly quickly, which is a good thing. Okay, so select milestone. We are currently maxing out on powers. So, oh, we're getting a nice little congratulations message. Okay, maybe now she's done talking and let us actually pick. Okay, here we've got those foundations. As I was mentioning before, the concrete foundations make getting up on top of things a lot easier. We've got the conveyor belts, productivity display, and we've got the field research. So what we're probably going to do is go with the field research. Well, let's go with the logistics first. We are going to need the copper up and running. Yep. Okay, so I need 25 wire, and then I will be able to build another biomass generator. That will address our short-term power problems. And what we can do from there is, so I'll build this real quick. I've already got what I need to do so. Oops, I'm missing one wire because I built that power pole. My buddy Blink's got some. I just so we can't really use the power slug yet because we don't have the molecular analyzer machine. So running around harvesting more leaves. And now what I will probably do is build a constructor and start making biofuel, if that's one of the things that lets me make. Always nice to come back here. Biomass, yes. This is the next step up. It is a lot nicer to start getting this stuff. Makes everything go a little bit faster. So let's look at our constructions, productions, constructor. Just throw this over here, rotate it around, because right now it does not matter. I will eventually put a couple of storage units to this. And we'll configure it to take leaves. Now what we'll do is that. Biomass just seems to burn a little longer. There is, you can go look up the stats if you want to. It is helpful to be able to do this. Alright, so what do we need for a storage container? Need some more rods. Probably come down here and switch this from plates back to rods. If it hasn't. Well, we're going to switch this one back to rods so that we have that being cranked out. And, yep. Thank you. My buddy Blink was carrying some, so that'll allow us to get the storage unit built real quick. So you have so we have to build okay. We are currently overloading our power again. So let's see what we've got for power. I need some plates to build another biofuel or biomass, but that's all right. We've got plenty of plates. We've been making them. Let's okay. All right, I'm going to drop some biomass in there so it actually, since we're burning 10 per minute as opposed to whole crap ton more. We'll go look at the leaves real quick. I'll tell you. So you burn, that's not leaves. You burn 80 per minute when they're leaves, but you turn them into biomass and you only burn 10 per minute max. So it takes 10 leaves to make one biomass. And biomass burns slower than leaves. Leaves burn very, very, very quickly. So, oh, we got our Fix-It calendar up, our Christmas calendar, yay! Even though it's like a few weeks after Christmas, almost a month. We will start opening these since we can open all of them. There's 3. Well, so nice thing is any of the numbers I click on, I can just open it up, grab what's there. Yeah, I'm kind of randomly doing this. We can do it in order. So we've got 3, 14, and 20. Let's see. Where is, there's 9, 16. 1 was fun to find. I remember doing this when they first came out with this. I need a hot minute. There's 1. It's a dude's tongue. He's like, hey, I'm hungry. Here, have one. Okay. 9, 15, 6, 2. 2 is hidden well. It does have a hint system down here, so you are able to play some games with the hints. I really do like this. This is very neat of them to do it, and it's a very merry Fixmas. You know, got to get that company slogan in there somehow, right? 20. It's Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Day. Let's see where we've got. That's 10, 17, 7. It's a nice little way to kill time while you're waiting for things to be processed and built. What I do is with the Christmas stuff is I stick it in my chest over here because it's going to be a minute before I can use it. So alright, so the maximum biomass that one of these things can hold is 200, so you are going to be spending a fair amount of your time running around. That's why when you're able to make that jump to coal as soon as possible, I do recommend it. It will take a significant amount of your time off your plate of constantly running over here and feeding these things. The other thing I'm going to do is organization, storage. Whenever possible, automate. So now I've got a box I can stick all the leaves in. Go over here, hit Control, left click, go back over here, hit Control, left click, and that will constantly feed. Now there is a trick about these conveyor belts. It does not feed as fast as that machine will use. So you will find yourself getting some better efficiency to occasionally come back there and refeed it. So it's not a bad idea. You go out, you grab some more leaves, just cram it in there. And, oh, we hadn't decided on what we were going to do for our next upgrade. Well, let's come over here and do that real quick. We got base building, logistics, field research. We can't build the space elevator yet because we just simply don't have the mats. So we will go with logistics. It'll give us our splitters and our mergers. And then it brings up there in the top right so my buddy can see what we need as well as I as a constant reminder. Feed the leaves in there just like that. And we come look at this one. Oh, this thing's out of fuel. Oh, it's good thing we've got our power balanced, our power load balanced. Come over here. Feed that in there. So it burns one of these every 9 seconds, as opposed to leaves, it burns, it feels like every second. So we need rods. Plates. Let's see, I've got some extra ingots. Feed those into the plate maker. This is a very graphically beautiful game. That thing's cool looking. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those biomass. Those use a maximum of 10 per minute. This thing, if you keep the leaves stocked up, makes 120 per minute. You want that surplus. Okay. Alright, so we're down to just needing rods. And, oh, it's a race. It's a race. He's winning. He's winning. That's okay. Come over here and check, see if we have any built up ingots anywhere. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Not exactly always sure how that works. Let's see. Need 14 more rods. Okay, I've got 11 on me. So we'll go up here. My buddy's going to stick what he's got in there. We'll need to stick in one more, and that'll give us the next upgrade. Now, we've moved from just simply having a hub to having this little pod thing that takes off. Not sure how reliable that is, because you see a lot of crashed ones around the planet. So it's like, really? Why? So let's see. Go back to our base building. We will take field research, which means we're going to need more plates. Always need plates. Plates are always a fight. Screws. Now, screws come from rods, and you get something like 15 of them per rod, so I'm not worried about screws just yet. Okay, you get 4 per rod. Maybe I do need to worry about screws. Okay, that's a simple constructor. However, you don't want to set it up so all you ever get is screws. What we can do is we can build a mine, another constructor after that, and then we can build our storage. The trick with that is that's going to take a lot of power. And since we don't have coal plants yet, our consumption is 56. Our max capacity is 100. So we should be good to build a couple more things. We're going to need an auto miner because those are the basis for your mining units. Let's see. Acknowledged. We do have plenty of iron sites here, so it would be really easy to have one just dedicated to screws. Okay, 15 per minute. Alrighty. That means this one is probably building up a supply of ingots because our rod constructor is not working as fast as everything else. Feed that into there. So come over here, we'll build an auto miner. Figure out what we need for that constructor, those 2 constructors, and then we'll build another storage, and that'll give us our screw factory. Screw factories, you're going to use a lot of screws. Thousands and thousands and thousands of screws. Blink is going ahead and building probably another plate, another rod factory. That's fine. But since we've got an iron over here that's not committed yet, back here, production, miner. Yay, we've got what we need. We'll have another mining unit here we can build and send that out to be smelted. Let's see, what do we need for the smelter? Probably should, oh cool, the smelter's going to be quick and easy. I like to have everything laid out before I start doing some of this. We've got enough for 1 constructor. Configure that to rods. Configure this to iron. And pick the leaves are kind of in the way here. And we've got enough for our second constructor right here real quick. So we want screws. And we'll see if we've got enough for the storage. Nope, need some rods. But that's alright. We've got a large rod factory starting to be built. Rod and plate. Rods are being produced somewhat slow, so it'll be nice to have another supply of rods coming out. Okay. Need a power pole. For this, what do we need? More rods. Yay. Rods, 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 and more rods. Okay. Alright, we'll put one there. Put one there. These lines can actually reach quite a long ways, but it's nice to have those extra steps in there. And then we'll come up here and make sure that this is actually working with no big deal. There we go. And now we have a screw factory. Now, since we've done all that, Blink is over there knocking out building those other factories as well. I will come back here and check to make sure that our power supply is running decent. For biomass, that's... Okay, we gotta come grab some more biomass. Grab a couple stacks of it. As mentioned earlier, it does run slower. So you see how there's that slow bit? That's when you want to go ahead and stick some more leaves in there just so it constantly is running at max efficiency. This is something that becomes self-curing when you get to coal. So I've been picking up wood. So there's different types of biomass you can make is wood and leaves. I prefer to kind of go back and forth a little bit. Various folks have different strategies for doing this. Okay, and storage container, of course. Need some more rods. Okay. Where's the plate storage, man? Do you have any extras you can dump in there right now? Okay. Okay, well, right here, I'm going to put this storage container way up here for the concrete. And the simple reason is I don't like walking all the way out here to this. A little lazy? A little. On the flip side of it, every time I walk out there, that's more time I'm spending walking out there. Grab the cables. So what you can do with the mergers is you can actually turn these storages into multi-type storage, but that does become an issue later if you want to tap them as using them for something else. Let's go see how many screws we've got. That one's out here a ways, but that's all right. Just trying to conserve plates when I did this one. So I have 97 out of 300. Let's see if there's any jam ups. No, it takes one iron rod. That's getting plenty of iron rods. Looks like we might be building up an ingot surplus. Yeah, we're going to build up an ingot surplus. But that's all right. We'll do that to ensure it has that surplus. Then we'll come out here. Plates are worse than rods, but rods are made significantly slower. So Alright. Why isn't this feeding out? Yeah, one of your, um, it's not pulling from where one of your ingot storages is. This one that's where you're sending like 2 runs of iron ingots, it's not pulling from there. I'm pulling them out and I'm manually doing it, but it's not. No, I had them. Oh, here, I'll stick the ingots I've got in there. There should be ingots on this belt right here, and there's not. The belt I'm standing on? Did you put it in the wrong side of the... There it goes. Now it's feeding. Mm. Yep. So we've got the... We've got a spaghetti factory going, and that's awesome. Let's see. Time to check the power again. Last thing you want to do is forget to check your power, because it will get very, very frustrating very, very quickly. Like, just work, damn it. And it won't. Alright, come over here. Grab a stack of leaves, because I know this machine will be... Yep, see her right there? She's back to not having enough leaves. Okay. Oh, you mean the feed in, so we're getting 2 sets of rods coming out? Alright, have you looked at a power pole to see if we can afford it? Consum... yeah, split the constructor. We're consuming up to 85 on a spike, and our capacity is 100. So we can do that one more time. And then we need to start tearing up. And at this point, we kind of need to push for coal to get to the coal stuff, because it's otherwise we're going to get really frustrated. Okay, I'm going to turn the constructor making cable off for a minute so that it starts stockpiling wire. Matter of fact, you could probably get away with building 2 constructors, one that does pure wire. Reinforced iron plates are screws and iron plates, if I remember correctly. And they take forever at the crafting bench. Yeah. We do have a factory making screws, at least. No, not yet. We don't have the assembler yet. So far, all we've got are constructors. Yep. You can... Yeah, let me go look at the bench real quick. Reinforced iron plates take screws and plates. You might be bugged because I can see it as an option. Okay. I put 2 in the chest. Mainly because 2 is all I have at the moment. Okay. Okay. Logistics. Splitter. Turning on a constructor. There we go. Okay. We need 300 rolls of copper wire, so that splitter will allow us to do that. What do we got in here? Okay. Yeah, it's probably can build another constructor. Like I said, I do want to push. Yeah, that's what's gonna kill us here. Logistics, parts assembly, obstacle clearing, jump pad. Awesome. Yeah, we are gonna have to get the space elevator before we get coal, so. But we do need this field research. We need. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. No, it's not. Oh, so we can. Okay. Well, I guess our next project is building the space elevator. Where to build it? Um, so we need. Okay. We need 500 concrete. Probably got that. 250. Oh, yay! We have a map. Awesome. This is cool. We got, these maps are useful. And we can see that we've got water. You see we've got water fairly close to us in a couple different directions. And this is a terrain map, so this is actually pretty easy to read. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. This is why you build concrete and just let this thing cook, because it takes a hot minute to get the concrete you need. Okay, I'll see real quick. Um, 1,500 copper wire. Uh-huh. 527. Look at the nearest pole. We need about 100 more rods and about 100 more plates as well. Yeah, just don't hamstring yourself. Let's see. Are we we're producing enough ore here? Let's see if we got a buildup of ingots anywhere. Iron ingots mainly. Yeah, but we've got 2 iron mines that are just feeding into 1 smelter. Mm-hmm. So, the screw smelter is going to be uh, backing up occasionally, so it's worth it to run over there and grab and empty it into that 1 storage unit you've got for ingots. Okay. So while my buddy Blink is handcrafting some of the wire we need, I'm moving manually around some of the ingots that I knew were building up, just to get us building those plates even a little faster. The efficiency is a thing, and it really does help. Doesn't seem like it sometimes, but it really, really adds up. We'll check the power, the biomass fuels real quick. Speed that up. Okay. Let's see. Drop a sort on that real quick just to make our lives a little easier. Space elevator. We do have a couple of things like the base building, the obstacle clearing, the jump pads, resource sink, logistics. That's a nice one to have. We are pushing towards that space elevator so we can get the coal. And once we get the coal figured out, we don't have to stop and keep feeding these biomass generators, which gets old. Currently, we are good on concrete. We need 50 plates, about 70 rods, and about 1,000 copper wire. Excuse me. Oh, there's the rods. Okay, the rods are solved. We had a build up there. Take these ingots, bring them over here and drop them in there, so it just keeps cranking that out. Everything's fully fueled. Alright, so we need 50 plates and 1,000 copper wire. Okay, so let's go over here. The plates very well may be done, especially since we've got, yep, plates are done. We've got 3 or 4 different factories making plates at the moment. The wire is going to be a hot minute, unless I shut off our cable production, which I think I will do for a minute or 3. Take that stack of ingots out. Take that stack of ingots out. Production, constructor. We've got it. We might as well build it here. Logistics, merger. Configure that for wire. Drop that in there. Splitter's not working as advertised at the moment. So see if that does it. Yep, there it goes. Alright, that'll crank out a ton of wire. I am currently out of reinforced iron plates. You need me to add a biomass? Okay. Kind of tucked back in a corner. Let's see, gotta put a power pole up. This is gonna kill our production because I've got to unhook one of these. Yeah, we lost power briefly. That's okay. Probably if it's that one that's tucked back in a corner over there. Yeah, we're gonna burn through them, man. I'm not fussed. Yeah, it takes for some of the higher end stuff that gets made, it takes like a stack of screws per, and we need a lot of them. So we'll come over here, grab a stack of leaves, feed that back into here because, yep, what do you know, it's out again. There we go. We'll get the space elevator up and then we're going to call it a night. We've been on for a couple of hours and probably put the space elevator over here. That way we've got plenty of room to spaghetti stuff into it. At some point we will get those concrete pads built and build everything up off the ground. And that includes moving the space elevator, which is fun, let me tell you. That thing is huge. If you've never seen it, it is bigger than the entire footprint of our factory so far, it feels like. It's probably not, but it's pretty close. Special, let's see. Just waiting on copper wire now. The copper smelter? We do have another copper source over here, but it's a bit further out. So I don't know if it's something we want to do right away. Don't forget we got these 2 empty iron nodes up here too. And a blue slug. Let's see. Did you go pick a fight? Hmm. Well, I'm not over there at the moment. I'm scouting out a new source of copper because we're going to need it here very soon. Yeah, it feels that way, and then all of a sudden you'll hit some of those higher productions where you think you have more copper than you need, and you're like, well, crap. Okay, got a pig on me. That's fine. Don't care. Oh, okay, it's iron. Oh, there's the copper. Ran right past it. Didn't even realize it. Okay. So let's see how we're doing here. We'll go with 4. This is what we call a long conveyor belt. Conveyor belt too steep. Okay. Okay. Ah, bug. Let's see. All right, one sec. Yeah, I'm a bit of a hike. That's why I said just a sec. Plus, I'd like nice. No. Okay, you see where I am up here? You might. Okay, that conveyor belt goes over to another copper ore site. I burned up some of our plates, but that's okay, you know. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. So it's just another copper mine. Yeah, I probably could take a smelter over there. Yeah, there's two more irons up right there, man. Probably turn it into a mining unit. No, I haven't named him at all yet. Mm-hmm. Okay. 1,500. Did you craft it or was it built up somewhere? I burned up some plates making that. It's not too bad. I went in there and looked a second ago. Okay, we still need about 100 more plates. Like I said, I burned up some making that conveyor belt over. And we need about 600, 500-ish more wire. Oh, it's built up. Yep. Can always come over here. Yeah, wire's going to be close to being done. Okay. Yep, we're about 200 short, but that's... Mm-hmm. If they're working at max efficiency, yeah. Whoa, gotta go through and make sure we're biomass is getting fed. Yep. Okay, I'm checking our biomass generators to make sure they're fueled. Okay, we're at 1452. We need about 50 more. I'm not real worried about that. It's less than that. I need about 100 plates, but we'll see. Oh, you saw it? Yeah. That's not small, not trivial thing to make. Okay, we've got what we need to make this. I'm going to put it over there on that side. Nice thing about it is you get these full refunds on all your factory pieces. Moving stuff around is annoying but not impossible. I personally prefer, once I get the basic stuff built, to lift everything off the floor. I've even gone so far as to redo my hub, just because it drives me nuts when it's at an angle like that and I want to be able to walk up and interface with it and not be fighting with it. Alright, here goes the space elevator. And if you look up there, you'll see the orbital structure as it drops the space elevator in. The math on doing something that in real life would be insane. Never mind the tensile strength if you could actually pull it off, but yeah. Hi. What do you know? He brought us something. That's very nice of him. Yeah, we have a puppy dog now. Yay. Or a puppy lizard thing? I don't know. It's kind of cute. Yeah, it's kind of cute. So we need smart plating. Smart plating is something that has to be built in an assembler, which I don't think we have researched yet. We are going to have to take some time and knock out those lower tiers. Now we've got the space elevator. However, I don't think we're going to do that tonight per se as much. Yeah, we need parts assembly in the assembler. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a very good night. Forgive me for screwing up the first half of the stream, not realizing I wasn't even streaming because I'm an idiot. And have a good night. Peace and be